Alright, everyone. Something is coming, and I'm gonna show you what. Now, I'm Fran, and our tongue overload is coming sooner than what you might expect.
China, 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 China. I have to have my China. China, China, because China, 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 China.
So, why am I telling you this? It's because I hope that all under heaven could be better than Cons of the Steppe, and whether our PC will unanimously lag if you add Asia to Crusader Kings 3. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy as I showcase you mods that might offer you the all under heaven experience.
Take this so the world will know what it is you have done for China.
Before we begin, there is one quote that fits into Crusader Kings 3 these days, and that is, "It's all under heaven." So of course we have to talk about Confucius quotes. CK3 has a massive disappointment, but honestly, it's still a fun game, and critics are warranted with what Paradox has done to it. But it should not shirk you from trying CK3. So today, other than memes, I would like to tell some mods that will offer you the all under heaven experience ahead of the release date. So the first mod is female primary heir matrilineal marriage, which hasn't been updated, but it is the most accurate in making AI female heir marry matrilineally. It is made by Lascalo and this guy. And here are some of his other mods. Lascalo is a nice developer who has answered my questions and issues that I have brought up in this mod's comment section. So check this out and use it. It is still working. Trust. Next is a mod called Love, Marriage, Family. It is the best mod for AI marriages, but it ruins total overall modes like a Game of Thrones. It is made by Rylock and it is totally updated. So check this out and use it. I really recommend this one. Then we have Auto Courtier Marriages and Guardians, which is made by Nider001. This mod handles courtier marriages better than Love, Marriage, Family, and handles guardians better as well. So use this with Love, Marriage, Family. It works. And to today's most anticipated mod spotlight, which is Oriental Empires. Oriental Empires will offer you what might be all under heaven offers you. You can play as Tang Dynasty, which is so overpowered that you can literally dominate the world. It is made by Nezeros, Warrior, EU, Saltfish, Big Ben, Chill Shadow, Lisi, and 5 other Chinese developers. And looking at so many other DLC that Paradox released, it looks like this mod is accurately representing what all under heaven Tang Dynasty experience might offers you. You can also try to unite the shogunate or even play as Southeast Asian countries, though there's still not much flavor to Southeast Asian countries, and there are still some major bugs like loading screens that are just blue and untranslated stuff like events that still are using Mandarin, or even baronies that are still using B underscore, or counties that are added also using C underscores. Next is Less Dumb AI, which is made by Part-Time Toast. Hasn't found any issues on total overall mods and works as the title says. Another AI mod is NYE's Aggressive AI, which is made by NYE, which has said that he's going into a hiatus and won't be updating this, but it's great for making AI more challenging and more aggressive towards not only the players but other AI. Another AI mod is Unlimited AI Wars, which only change the defines file that makes AI able to declare unlimited wars. It is made by Carstack and looks like it's just got updated at May, so it is working. And I recommend to use this to have absolute chaos. Another mod made by Carstack is Unlanded Characters Inherit Gold. You ever want to marry someone for their money in CK3? Now you can with this mod. Another must mod is Congenital Beauty made by Pearl. It has been updated and you all know what this mod is for. I don't need to describe it. Another mod is Battleground Commanders made by Gigi Terran. It is highly compatible and it is a mod that will display your army's commander, then Born of this Land, which is the last mod spotlight. It is made by Flamebite and its core mechanics is to make sure that any characters in the game has some ties or wives or husbands or children's or titles to even exist, because if they don't have any of that, then they will just get dull and sickness and die instantly. This mod is great to make CK3 runs faster and to make the population counts drops below 30,000. Before we go on ahead and start exploring Oriental Empire's features, I think all of you needs to see this clip from one proud Bavarian. Shout out to him for explaining the situation of CK3 so detailedly that I think it is the best representation to use in my video.
What actually happens in Crusader Kings 3 right now, and we have this very same problem in Victoria 3, it's very easy to see. It is one of the reasons why in Victoria 3 I stopped building in 1870 so that I don't run away with it. This is what this actually looks like, right? You start out, it's all regular, boom. There you go. You're out of bounds. The moment you leave the corridor of feasibility, all that happens is that you are untouchable for the AI. This happens whether you are great at the game or bad at the game, whether you are experienced at the game or not. It comes from two primary sources, and game rules will never address this, which is why I personally find it frustrating whenever game rules are touted as this great big kind of plaster, this band-aid, the solution. It doesn't do any of this stuff because we have a fundamental balancing, but also a feature design problem.
So let's just dive straight into Oriental Empire's best features. The first is the capability to change governor vassal contracts to title hereditary succession so that they inherit title as feudal government system, or to modify its contract to add the hereditary right and make them have feudal succession. And another good feature is the added traits for the shogunate royal family. It's like a special treat. Then another feature is the added man-at-arms like Bodao Bing or Thunder and other man-at-arms that are added. And the best is the added Asia to Crusader Kings 3. Then let's talk about expectations. What is the expectation most player has for the added CK3 DLC that could make our PC like unanimously? Probably honestly not much. Since the downfall of the CK3 Kind of the Step DLC, Paradox has since pressed the fire alarm, and as you can see from the previous video that I mentioned by one proud Bavarian, with the newly quote-unquote free difficulty editions for a more challenging experience that made CK3 more broken than ever, Crusader Kings 3 is looking grim, just like the timeline we're in. But I can say it's not cooked. There's a difference between grim and cooked. Grim is the potential of CK3 that will never be reached or tapped. But cooked is CK3 flopping, which is not true, and the player base is still standing strong. It saddened me though to look at a game that taught me a lot about medieval times to be treated like this. truly all under heaven weep for what happens to CK3, but Cons of the Step is genuinely fun at the beginning, just hopefully all under heaven could provide a more in-depth challenge for the player and a better system or gameplay for all of Asia. Nevertheless, it's already all too late for me because I already have bought the Chapter 4 expansion. My honest advice is wait till a discount, just like so many out there says. Or go to the open seas and fly your pirate flag. Message me if you are truly desperate for a site. I have anticipations, but it has been dulled because Cons of the Step was truly underwhelming, and nowadays I just play CK3 with mods such as A Game of Thrones, Legacy of Valyria, and a lot of other mods all the time. Also, my research in CK3 concludes that AI will always make stupid decisions such as marrying their only male heir matrilineally, which makes their family dies and ruins any roleplay that's going on. And roleplay is the main thing that CK3 got going on. That is why the mods I mentioned are essential for your CK3 playthrough. I've tasted it and it works, trust. And these mods will give you better experience and challenge than the very hard difficulty that Paradox added, and make the AI make smart decisions and offer you unparalleled fun. Hopefully this has been entertaining and also a great mod spotlight for those that are looking to play as Tang overlords before All Under Heaven arrives. One last quote from our boy Confucius. See ya!